Over the past 12 months, I have flipped over 100 parcels of land. But we went from under contract to sell with an average of 130 days to over 220 days by the end of 2025. And in today's video, I'm going to show you the 9 steps that we implemented to reduce our cash conversion cycle by over 30% so you can make money faster and scale your land flipping business. This system works for 5K infill lots to $1 million rural recreational tracts. We're not in this business to hold on to inventory, and the longer we hold on to inventory, the more it restricts our ability to scale this business and build a business that we want to build. So if you're stuck with unsold wholesale lots or wholesale contracts that are just not converting, or rural recreational tracts that just don't seem to get enough traction, I'm going to show you why and how to fix that immediately in this video. You're not going to worry about dead listings. You're not going to worry about a 90-day relist cycles, taking a listing down and putting it back up. No more wondering if your comps are really the right comps. That's what we're going to accomplish today. Whether I'm wholesaling, whether I'm assigning, whether I'm subdividing, whether I'm flipping, whether I'm developing, it works for every single one. Step 1, comp mastery. Nail the price with data and local intel. Step 2, owner financing. Unlock 4 times more buyers with smart terms. Speed of response is number 3. You want to call and text back within 15 minutes, and we're going to go through that towards the second half of this video. Real visuals, drone footage, soil maps, and site walkthroughs are critical. Omni-Channel listings, MLS, Land.com, LandWatch, Facebook, and other places that we list properties in order to move our deals faster. Agent partnerships. Find the best agents no matter the market that you are in. Buyer outreach. Skip trace neighbors and recent buyers in your local area. Authority branding. What's the difference between one person's listing and the next? It's really how it shows up. We are in the internet marketing game, and the better your listings show up, the faster they sell. And number 9, follow up relentlessly. When you get someone on the line, you do not let that fish go. You do not let that buyer go until they either say, I'm not interested or I'm interested. So let's break each one of these down so you can get your listing sold today. So number 1 is comp mastery. Now, we'll go through the ACPC formula in a later video, but simply put, the ACPC formula is a formula that we created because we weren't getting reliable comps. And frankly, comping is one of the most difficult parts of land investing. It is acreage, characteristics, proximity, and confirmation. We want to make sure that the acreage of the parcel is within the same band. 2 to 5 acre parcels are usually the same price per acre. 50 to 100 acre parcels are usually the same in the price per acre. But if we're using a 55 acre to comp a 5 acre, it's really not going to give us an accurate understanding of the value of that 5 acre. Characteristics. Are there wetlands on it? Is it sloped? Is it buildable? Is it next to a river? Is it closer to the location to a major forest or a local attraction? The characteristics of the parcel really dictate the value of it. So when you are, for example, looking at parcels, you first want to see what are parcels that are similar in acreage, like we were talking about in those bands. 1 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 50, 50 to 100, and 100 plus are good places to start. Now, what is the characteristics of the parcels? Has this parcel been timbered? Has it been developed? Is there sewer? Is there septic? Are there utilities on this? All these characteristics that dictate the value of the parcel. Proximity. It is great if the parcel looks exactly like ours, but it's on one side of the county and ours is on the other. It's not going to be as valuable as a parcel that it looks pretty similar to our parcel. It might not be an identical parcel, but it's literally the parcel right next door. It matters dramatically. And then the last thing is confirmation. After you have all three of these, you have your top comps, you're able to, through the acreage band, through the characteristics, and through the proximity, come up with a confirmation of values. Now, this is critical. This cannot be overstated. And people will overprice their listings because they're not good at comping. And they wonder why their listing stays on the market longer, right? I would rather a listing sit at 90% of market value, sell quickly, leave some money on the table so I can increase my velocity, than trying to 100% of market value. It takes 3, 4, 5 times as long to sell the parcel. We don't do that anymore. We have completely changed our listing procedures with listing properties. We even have an internal listing procedure that we want to get 2 full cash offers or cash offers within 21 days. And we have initiatives in order to get that. Now, you are losing over 80% of your buyers if you do not offer this one thing. Guess what it is? It's owner financing. Owner financing is the gate for a lot of buyers. Specifically, if you're below that $200,000 range, owner financing becomes still affordable. You have a low down payment and you have an owner financing agreement. It's really not that difficult to put together, but usually we do anywhere between 5 to 10 years, 12 to 14.5% interest rate, because interest rate that most of these people are going to get at banks is maybe 9 to 10%. So we're going to be slightly higher because we do limited credit checks and we offer low down payments. Offering owner financing on the majority of your listings is going to speed it up dramatically. And all we do is when we offer owner financing, we take the note and we sell it on the secondary market to a discounted mortgage investor. But that allows us to sell more deals faster. We found in our system that 83% of leads ghost us after 15 minutes if we don't get on runaway. So we post on land.com, Facebook, MLS, and our brokers as well post. And as soon as someone reaches out to us and we get confirmation, whether it's through land.com or some other website or Facebook, we want to get on top of them right away. In the front of the funnel, we have speed to lead. Speed to lead is everything, right? Getting on the call with someone that maybe responds to a direct mail piece, you know that they're calling 3 or 4 other people that have sent them direct mail pieces. It's not just you, right? And our ability to connect with the seller, establish rapport, qualify them, get them out to the property, and get the offer is a lot of it comes down to the professionalism that we engage with when we start out. And professionalism for a lot of these land buyers is about how quickly we respond, right? Speed to lead allows you to push your buyers down the pipeline. And I have a thesis that if we can get someone out to the parcel, at least in the middle of the parcel, it dramatically increases our ability to close them. And it's just like house shopping, right? It might not be the perfect best house, but a lot of times you get the person at the right place in the right time. And usually if there's intent, someone submits a form, whether it's on Facebook, MLS, calls in, whatever, we want to get on top of them right away. And so we want at least 15 minutes. 15 minutes is the average speed to lead that we want our disposition team to respond to people so that we can get back to them and scale very quickly. And so we can get back to them and get them out to the parcel and close them and reduce our cash conversion cycle. Number 4 is visuals that sell. Look, having professional photos matters. Even with smaller parcels under $25,000, we might not necessarily do a drone flyover, but we have expectations with our real estate brokers that there are really clear, professionally taken photos. And the reason why is this: it dramatically impacts the perception of the value of the property, right? When you have professional photos, it's professionally written, visuals sell. Now, our goal with land is just like houses. We want people to get out to the land. And the better the visuals, the better these parcels look, the easier it is for us to close deals. If we increase the amount of people that go out there, because we have professional photos, we increase our probability of closing these deals. Number 5 is omni-channel listing excellence. We don't just list with a broker. We have a team that lists on over 5 websites. And we have our own website listing. We have an internal buyers list. We have land.com. We have Facebook. We have LandWatch. We post everywhere. And the reason why is because more eyeballs are good eyeballs. And having that omni-channel presence allows us to, maybe someone is on Facebook that wants to buy a parcel, but maybe on land.com, maybe on the MLS. And so we don't just focus on one specific listing platform, but we have a group of buyers that we've created through posting so many listings on these land.coms or Facebooks and the MLS over the years, that this omni-channel listing launch is not only on the platforms, but it's also with our internal list. And so if you want to build out a dispositions department or rely on someone else like a funder, you want to work with someone that has this type of background, that has this robust group of buyers that could increase your ability to sell these deals. Number 6, Realtor partnerships. Internally, we created the CQT method. It is a repeatable framework to qualify, position, and move land assets efficiently. And we do that through finding the best brokers. C stands for check, Q stands for qualify, and T stands for tour. Number one, we want to check to see local brokers. If a broker and individuals, they sell, we're in an internet marketing game. And we want to check, are these brokers professionally? Are they writing in an intelligible way? Sometimes I see brokers like all caps lock. I'm like, are you screaming at me? And we pick 2 or 3 brokers in a specific county and we reach out to them. We qualify them. We get them on the phone. We ask them a series of questions to really see if they are the right fit. Now, where people go wrong here is they don't really add any value to the real estate brokers, or they don't call it out. There's so many land investors that have been taught by gurus who have no idea what the hell they're doing. And what it does is it creates a environment tension on these calls. And so you need to reach out to brokers and be humble and say, hey, we're looking for a partnership. We are looking to build a relationship with you. I just want to ask a couple of questions, learn about their background. So we're really qualifying them. So we're humble when we approach them. We don't want to waste their time, but they also feel like, hey, we're qualifying them to see if they're the right fit. And then tour number 3, look, if a real estate broker is not specifically a land broker, if they're not getting out to the parcel, they're not interested, period. It doesn't matter how small it is, how big it is. If the person is not getting out to the parcel, they're not an interested seller. And that is that. We want to use the CQT method to find the best brokers, and we negotiate because of our internal volume of sales at this point. We're able to negotiate incredibly reduced rates, and we pass those commission savings on to the people that we fund. But you want to be able to negotiate really good commission rates, which could be between 4 to 6%. A lot of land brokers want to do 7, 8, 9. We have a good enough brand and reputation that we're able to negotiate way down. Number 7 is neighbors and buyers list outreach. So we will compile a list of neighbors and recent buyers, cash buyers in the area, in the county, and we will skip trace them, and our team will cold call them. Now, this is not necessarily a requirement, but I said this is the 9 steps that we use in order to sell our deals faster. And if you have a robust enough team, it's incredibly worth it. A lot of times neighbors want to buy these parcels. If you don't, it might not be as easy to execute, but we do this on every single deal, creating that neighbor list, reaching out to them, literally calling them, texting them, and reaching cash buyers. We've sold so many deals just by doing that. Number 8 is a little bit different, but we use our branding on a lot of our photos. Now, if you look, what I learned of how I learned about doing this is you see all the biggest land realtor companies, right? They actually do this, right? They'll have like Jim Bob's Land Co. and they'll have a video and they'll have the icon or the logo and so we brand our stuff. So when we post on certain platforms, we use our branding. So it creates some sort of professional presence. And we found inconclusively, but we believe that people take us more seriously and more professionally, specifically when we're wholesaling. It really helps us sell our deals faster. The number 9 really comes down to mentality and sales. It's a little bit of a psychological principle, but too many land investors spend a lot of their time on things that don't actually produce revenue. And if we think about land investing in general, right, there are 2 core levers that we can do in order to produce more revenue. It's about finding leads on both sides of acquisitions and dispositions, buying and selling. And I just see the mentality of people is, I'll just get back to this buyer and I'll call them back in an hour, and it ends up they missed the call. There's like no hunger. There's no urgency. There's no aggression they approach these conversations with. Look, I got this framework from someone else. It's just people move faster. People are in a hurry. Successful people are in a hurry, and successful land investors are in a hurry to compress timelines. And so even though this is a little bit of a psychological bonus, what we did is everything became these KPIs that increase speed. So we track KPIs around speed to lead, speed to offer, getting offers in the first 21 days. We focused on how do we push as many leads through our funnel as physically possible. And that comes down to the core values, the branding, the boundaries, the accountability of the team. So if you really want to get this dispositions off the ground, it's not acceptable to just hear a broker say, well, we got a couple of showings this week. What's going on? Who's calling in? What can we do better? I could do a broker's job better than they can, right? Which is why we are able to build up our national network of buyers and brokers, and we're able to work with people to do this, right? People bring us deals, we fund them, and we help them with their back end. We can help people sell their deals way faster. People don't take that into their day-to-day, right? And so there's an aggression, there's a force, there's violence that we need to approach in order to enact such a change. We had this massive drop in our cash conversion cycle, and it wasn't because we took all the previous 8 steps with ease. We were aggressive, we were violent at executing those. I just feel like most land investors don't have that type of aggression. Look, it's about your money. It's about your life. It's about building the dream business that you have. Number 9 is about approaching these conversations and everything in your disposition department, thinking about how do I compress timelines? How do I be aggressive? How do I be violent so that I can sell these deals faster so I can scale my business? You don't need more brokers. You need more aggressive conversations. Think about your dispositions department as a department. Or you have to bring on someone on your team, hire someone on your team in order to do that for you. Or you can work with someone like a funder who has a back end and it really can then help you with selling these deals faster. Do you have any deals right now that you're having trouble selling, or you have deals that you're looking to get funding for and work with someone that can really help you sell the deals on the back end? Just click the link down below and you can submit a deal to us. We're happy to look at it, see if it's a good fit, and help you move these deals faster. As always, if you got benefit from this, please comment, rate, review, and subscribe below. And below, you'll see a little download for our outline for the conversation with a broker. So you can take that for free down below, how to have a conversation with these brokers.